we are different from the Hindus in every possible aspect of life.
Hindu hatred is taught in Pakistan's military classrooms, not just terror camps. Bleed India with 1,000 cuts. Far from being a relic of the past, the strategy remains deeply embedded in the psyche of Pakistan's generals, which is not just nurtured in its military institutions but also celebrated in statements by leaders such as the one made by General Asim Munir before the Pahalgam Attack. At its core, this doctrine is not simply about military rivalry, it is ideological warfare aimed specifically at Hindus, the Indian state, and the idea of secular democracy. Behind the euphemism of strategic depth lies a darker truth. Pakistan's deep state, led by its army and its intelligence wing ISI, has institutionalized anti-Hindu bigotry as a national obsession. It is even printed in the words of serving officers spoken from podiums by generals.
Well, our forefathers, they thought that we are different from the Hindus in every possible aspect of life. Our religion is different. Our customs are different. Our traditions are different. Our thoughts are different. Our ambitions are different. That was the foundation of the two-nation theory that was laid there. That we are two nations. We are not one nation. So because of that, our forefathers, they struggled, mounted that incessant struggle to create this country. Our forefathers, they have sacrificed immensely. And
The phrase, bleed India with 1,000 cuts, is not just rhetorical flourish. It's the cornerstone of Pakistan's decade-long unofficial war against India. The origin and evolution of this doctrine are deeply rooted in Pakistan's military and political thinking since the 1960s, with strong ideological backing from leaders like Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and successive regimes and military establishments. In 1965, the then Pakistani Foreign Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto declared a 1,000 years war against India during a fiery address to the United Nations Security Council. While initially rhetorical, the statement laid the ideological groundwork for a prolonged conflict with India. A little over a decade later, General Zia-ul-Haq gave Bhutto's vision a dark and strategic form. After overthrowing Bhutto in a military coup in 1977 and formally assuming the presidency in 1978, Zia recalibrated Pakistan's approach towards India. The crushing defeat in the 1971 war, which led to the secession of East Pakistan and the birth of Bangladesh, had convinced Pakistan's military establishment that conventional warfare could no longer achieve its objectives, particularly in Kashmir. In response, Zia devised a covert, long-term policy of proxy warfare, famously described as a strategy to bleed India with 1,000 cuts. This doctrine focused on fomenting terrorism, insurgency, and internal unrest within India, especially in Kashmir, as a means of attrition. It was under Zia's leadership that Pakistan's military and intelligence apparatus began actively nurturing and arming Islamist militant groups to launch the low-cost, high-impact attacks across the border, setting the stage for decades of cross-border terrorism. Pakistan's ISI has always supported non-state actors to carry out proxy wars against India, particularly in Kashmir. The specific phrase, bleed India with 1,000 cuts, became popular in Pakistani strategic and military circles after the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War, which ended in a crushing defeat for Pakistan and the secession of East Pakistan as Bangladesh. In the aftermath, Pakistan's military leadership, particularly under General Zia-ul-Haq, began pursuing asymmetric warfare more systematically. The doctrine emphasized on supporting insurgencies in Kashmir and Punjab, training and arming terror groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, using proxy warfare instead of direct military confrontation, and weaponizing radicalization to destabilize India's harmony. As far as Pakistan is concerned, the doctrine of bleed India by 1,000 cuts is found in various studies in Pakistan Staff College in Quetta. This is a very normal talk in Pakistan. Such sentiments have influenced the training and mindset of Pakistan's military personnel, fostering an environment of intolerance. The same mindset has been evident in Asim Munir's two-nation theory, emphasizing the distinct separation between Muslims and Hindus.
Government's stance on Kashmir is absolutely clear. It was our jugular vein. It is our jugular vein. We will not forget it. And we will not leave our Kashmiri brethren in their heroic struggle, what they are waging against the Indian occupation.
Munir said this during a speech in April the last year, nearly a month before the dastardly terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, where 26 innocent people were killed. Former Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto infamously stated in the 1960s We will eat grass, even go hungry, but we will get one of our own atom bomb. The words underpin Pakistan's determination to achieve nuclear capabilities at any cost. The Bleed India with Thousand Cuts doctrine has not remained confined to Pakistani army classrooms or ISI meeting rooms. It has spilled over into Indian streets, temples, railways, hotels, parliament, and schools. Over the past 3 decades, the consequences of this doctrine have been horrific and relentless, marked by a blood-soaked chronology of terror attacks, all tied by one thread: Pakistan's sustained institutionalized campaign of asymmetric warfare. The insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir in the late 1980s was among the earliest manifestations of this doctrine. Funded and trained by Pakistan's ISI, a wave of jihadis crossed the border and turned a political movement into a violent Islamist separatist uprising. The exodus of Kashmiri Pandits, widespread terror, and years of military engagement were direct results of Pakistan's attempt to radicalize and weaponize Kashmir under the garb of self-determination. One of the most heinous acts of cross-border terror came in 2001, when the Indian Parliament was attacked by gunmen linked to Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba, both backed by Pakistan. On July 11, 2006, 7 bombs exploded on Mumbai's suburban trains, killing over 200 people and injuring over 700. Investigations revealed a carefully planned operation involving Pakistan-based operatives, sleeper cells, and RDX smuggled across the border. Then came the horror of 26/11, Mumbai's darkest night. In November 2008, 10 Pakistani terrorists from Lashkar-e-Taiba landed on India's shores and launched a coordinated killing spree across the city. They murdered 166 people, including foreign nationals, children, and police officers. In 2016, the Uri attack once again exposed Pakistan's roles in targeting Indian soldiers in their own barracks. This led to India's first publicly acknowledged surgical strikes across the line of control. Most recently, the Pahalgam Terror attack in 2025 was a fresh and chilling reminder that the doctrine of bleeding India is still in effect. The attack had the unmistakable footprint of Pakistan-backed terrorism that proved once again that the army in Rawalpindi continues to treat jihad as a policy tool. It also came just 2 weeks after Muni's venomous speech. The doctrine has also evolved with time. Pakistan's hybrid war today includes cyber attacks, propaganda campaigns targeting Hindus, and international disinformation pushed through Western NGOs, media outlets, and even UN forums, all aimed at painting India as oppressive while shielding terror outfits as freedom fighters.
वो हमें शुक्रगुजार होना चाहिए कि ये तो फ्रीडम फाइटर्स भी हो सकते हैं. वी डोंट नो कि कौन है, तो हमने कोई किसी किस्म की बिल्कुल ऑनेस्टी के साथ स्टेटमेंट दी थी, लेकिन मैं समझता हूं कि उन्होंने अपनी फेलियर को और अपनी सियासत को जो इंटरनल है और अपने ज़ाती अज़ाइम जो उनके अंदरूनी है उसका हवाला करते हुए एक दफ़ा फिर ये जो इनडायरेक्टली पाकिस्तान की तरफ ये मामले को उसकी तरफ इशारा करने की कोशिश की है.
Like the video, share this video as much as you can, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Hare Krishna.